So part of the president's COVID treatment so far has been the use of an experimental antibody cocktail. It's made by the company Regeneron and undergoing clinical trials right here in the LA area.
And speaking to us live is a doctor overseeing that trial, founder of ARK Clinical Research, Dr. Kenneth Kim. Good morning, doctor. Thank you for being here with us.
Good morning. Nice to be here.
So let's talk about this drug cocktail. What is it supposed to do? How is it going to help the president?
So this monoclonal antibody cocktail consists of two monoclonal antibodies directed against the spike protein, which is a protein on the surface of the virus. And this spike protein is essential for the virus to enter the body. And the reason why there are two antibodies is so that the virus will not develop a resistance.
Okay, so let's talk about this antibody cocktail. It's not FDA approved, so I think a lot of people out there are saying, might there be some health risks we don't know about? Why has the president been given this drug so fast? And do you think there was any maybe discussion about possibly not giving it to him?
Well, I can't comment on the internal discussions, but the name of the company that is sponsoring and manufacturing this drug is called Regeneron. And about 3 days ago, they issued a press release which showed that preliminary data with the first 275 patients showed that those patients who received active treatment actually had a significant improvement in symptoms, and those people who were actually seronegative at the time they got the virus, they had a median days in terms of getting rid of symptoms of 13 days if they had placebo versus about 6 to 8 days if they had real treatment.
So
This treatment has actually also showed a decrease in the number of hospitalizations or emergency room visits. And again, the placebo arm, about 15% of the patients actually and needed some kind of medically attended visit versus about 5 to 7% of the treated arm. So this clinical trial is being run at our site in Long Beach, and there is about a 2 out of 3 chance if you enroll in this study that you will actually get the active treatment. The challenge with the enrollment has been it's very hard to actually identify and bring people in within the time period that's required by the protocol. People need to actually be treated within 72 hours of receiving a COVID positive test, or if they have symptoms, it has to be within 7 days of onset of symptoms. So the challenge is actually, first of all, identifying these patients and then bringing them in. And then there's also the challenge of people not quite understanding the mechanism of the disease, since there's so many different treatments that are out there. But I think that this is, with this recent publication, press release by Regeneron, it looks like preliminary data looks quite promising.
Okay, so doctor, obviously a lot of attention is going towards this. Will the president's use of this drug, do you think it's going to help it through the approval process happen more quickly?
I don't know if it's going to necessarily help it through the approval process. We still need to really fully complete the double-blind randomized trials. The first 270 patients showed actually good safety profile with no serious adverse events that weighed differently between the placebo arm or the treatment arm. I think that overall the president's prognosis is excellent. Although he is in a high-risk category, the mortality rate for those over 70 years of age is still only 4%. And now that he's received actually this experimental monoclonal antibody cocktail, and then in addition, he received another medicine called remdesivir, which actually has EUA approval for hospitalized COVID patients. He's actually gotten 2 different therapies. And I think that the survival rate with no treatment would have been 94%. And I think he's going to have over 90, probably close to a 99% chance that he'll improve, given that he's received both of these treatments.
All right, Dr. Kenneth Kim, founder of ARK Clinical Research. We thank you so much for your time this morning and your expertise. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right.